want to thank everybody for being, we could go on, by the way, for hours and hours about, we're going to be back at this table, I guarantee you, to talk about the Affordable Care Act. Depending which party's in power, it's up, it's down, it's back, it's forth, but it's here. Yeah. And I just want to thank all of you for just a great discussion, and of course, Dr. Weber, who's joined us as well. And what I'd like to do right now is give each of you time for one final thought, 30 seconds, a minute or so. And we'll start with you, Dr. Calabrese.
Sure. Well, first of all, I want to, thank you for the opportunity to participate in this program. It has been a very intriguing and very interactive and a great learning opportunity for me today. Clearly the concepts that we discussed today have significant ramifications, significant challenges for the managed care community, for the healthcare system as a whole, but they're not insurmountable. I think we talked about a number of different ways, whether it's changes in delivery mechanisms, whether it's new therapeutic options that that are there today or coming down the pike. What it's going to take is a much more collaborative approach where individuals across the healthcare continuum are working more collaboratively in order for us to accomplish some of these goals, with the focus not so on the provider, less provider-centric type of approach, and much more of a patient-centric approach where we can individualize care, we can utilize these teams to individualize care to gain the most benefit, improve those outcomes as best as possible.
Dr. Schaecher?
Thank you also for letting me be part of this panel. I appreciate the opportunity to express my point of view and hear the point of view of others. The current U.S. healthcare system is broken. We spend more than anyone else, and we don't achieve the results of many other countries. However, like the phoenix rising from the ashes, I think we have opportunities afforded to us by changes mandated in the Affordable Care Act, which have caused us to take pause to deliver care differently and to focus on whole patients and engage patients. So I really hold out hope for that to lead to the change so that we can achieve what we want to achieve, because frankly, we're achieving exactly what our system is designed to achieve: great acute care and poor chronic care. I also think innovation continues and that we are at a good point in the ability to provide better care to our patients, not only through the coordination process, because we have more tools available to coordinate. So I think it's really an exciting time for medicine. I think about where things were so many years when I left medical school, and I think it's a better place now. So I hold out a lot of hope, and we'll see where things go over the next 4 to 5 years.
Dr. Handelsman.
So I also join everybody with thanking you for having us here, and the organizers, and you're a terrific host. And you get yourself, well, just put my 5 cents into it, but yes, you are, and you know that, and that's why you're doing it. That's very good, and you're doing well.
You can fool some of the people some of the time.
Oh, you don't know me all the time. We are living in a time of a huge epidemic of obesity, a huge epidemic of diabetes, and with it what we like to call comorbid. Comorbid means somebody has a heart attack, somebody has become blind, somebody goes on dialysis. So it's a really medical issue that is going around and as said, affecting 1/3 of the people in the United States, and in fact 75% of people above age 65. So these are terrible times in that respect. On the other hand, very exciting scientifically, medically, technologically. We're in a very exciting time when we can do something that could have never done before. At the same time, we're in this midst of how shall we pay for that? Lucky for myself so far, I've been on the side to show how medically it can improve. Now let's bargain how we can pay for that and how we can make it go and how it will happen, whether it will call ACO, HMO, MCO, whatever name will come tomorrow, because there will be a few more names, it's for sure. But I know that we have this centralized knowledge about science and medicine that can take us forward, and we'll have to find a way to pay for that.
And Dr. Weber, you get the last word.
I'm very proud of what we've accomplished in managing the cardiometabolic syndrome, or as I tend to think of it, these multiple risk factors, hypertension, lipid disorders, diabetes. I think we're better dealing with those. We're better dealing with reduced renal function. All sorts of incremental improvements over the last many years have resulted in bringing us to a point where I think now we're doing a very reasonable job, a rather good job of protecting people from advancing to major cardiovascular events. We need to do more of it. I am a bit concerned about where medicine is heading in this country. We have the Affordable Care Act, which is attempting, I believe, to use a fairly similar budget to the one we've been working with in the past to cover health care for a lot more people. I worry that they may force us to perhaps reduce the quality or intensity of care to each individual under such a system. There is an emphasis, at least in words, in terms of perhaps intentions, to be more proactive in preventive medicine. It's a nice thought, it's a nice concept. To me, preventive medicine is doing a good job of dealing with diabetes, a good job of dealing with hypertension, a good job of dealing with lipid disorders, a good job of not blaming people for being obese, not blaming people for being lazy, but rather using the talents and breakthroughs that we've got and the new drugs and the new techniques that we have to do the best possible job in each individual patient.
Thank you very much, all of you, for being here. I want to thank you, our audience, for watching and sharing with us as well. I hope you come back when we do another one of these broadcasts. I'm Dr. Peter Salgo. Thanks again.